Welcome everyone to another Raid Shadow Legends video. I'm DM, recording from Down Under. In this video, we are going to be finishing off the Frosted Path. Now, I have already done a bit with the upgrading of champions, so I've got a couple of points already set up. I'm now going to be doing the shard summoning in order to finish off the points. I had mostly enough ancient shards already for it. There's no great events on it other than just using shards for points. Now, sacred shards are obviously the best way of getting this. That'll be the quickest way. I want to save mine. We have got some events coming up. We've got a fusion that should be announced sometime soon. There is some leaks about Assassin's Creed stuff. With that, just like the turtles, you're going to be wanting to save as many resources as possible. It did make me question whether I should do this path, but I do want the Hilby Soul. It's just... I think the souls are so hard to get a 5-star that you want that it's worth the time. Yukimaza I would love to have, I just don't have the resources to get both of them at the same time. Now you're looking at, I forget the math, something like 75,000 points in total to get all of this. I keep doing the math based on the training versus how many shards. The short answer is I'm pulling 200. I can't keep doing maths forever. And yeah, I'm pretty happy just to pull 200, get a guaranteed legendary somewhere along the line. Hopefully I should be a couple into Mercy that I can do it. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that we're looking at. There's nothing too exciting to talk about with it. We'll go have a look at the shards that I'm going to be pulling. So I've got the 200 here for it. I was torn between Firil and Nishak. I don't have either. I want both of them. That would be the dream in this video if I could pull 2 legendaries and grab those. Very unlikely. It's unlikely that I would even get one of these for it. But we should be getting a guaranteed legendary somewhere along the way, and that should make it worth it enough to make this video. So I'm just gonna jump in and we're just gonna do it. There's only so many times you can talk about this, and there's only so many things to really talk about with it. We are expecting mostly rares along this way, so it's not going to be a lot of talking about the champs. Claude is not the greatest champion, in my opinion. Useful for certain areas like Faction Wars if you need him, but honestly, you're only building him for very niche areas. Quorgan's okay. Otherwise, nothing. Apothecary, if you're still in the early phases, quite good as a rare. Will be... Yep, there's Apothecary again. Gerhard the Stone. I don't really know much about Gerhard. Stuns, useful in Faction Wars. Immune. Could be decent. I don't think many people will be trying for him. Low priority build. Kael, obviously one of the best starters that you can get. It's interesting, the old method used to be that you build Kael as quickly as possible when starting a new account with all of the login champions and things like that. Then we are seeing a bit more of a move away and focusing on the legendaries even without the books. Alright, Muckstalker is decent for Sand Devil on his A2, which goes down to a 2-turn cooldown. Good chance to place a sleep for it. Probably the only real use for him, he is quite tanky. I'd still use him at times in Faction Wars, just because, yeah, he survives for a while for a rare. But honestly, he's still nothing. Other than that Sand Devil, if you already have a Sand Devil team, he's not worth building. Here we got Flesh Eater, Hellfreak, Mystic Hand, Banshee, Kael. Alika is okay for an epic, bit crept in the meta. It's kind of hoping that we'd be a bit more closer to a legendary. Oh, Samar, okay. Not super high on my list of people that I want, but someone new for me at least. Has got a cool look. I really like his aesthetic for it. What's he got? Heals. Bonus damage based on difference in HP percentage. Stealing random buffs, always useful, especially in Faction Wars hard these days. Block damage at the start of the round. Okay, if it was the start of his turn, that could have been useful, but at the start of his... at the start of the round is not much. Blocks incoming damage and places a block damage buff on this champion for 1 turn when they receive a hit that would drop their HP below 30%. As long as you pair him with someone that can heal him back up, so he keeps getting that, has a 4-turn cooldown on it, he can be useful. Not the greatest champion. But it does get us closer. That's now times 20 chance to get Nishak. So we'll see if we can get one more out of these. At least like an exciting... Oh, Yannica. Yannica is rough. I haven't even built my first one. I mean, Faction Guardians is great. I mean, hopefully we can get a third one out of this because we're not doing too good on the pools. Frozen Banshee, good for early game with the poisons. Can't believe we got a Yannica of all champions. Alicia. We are in a rough spot here. I don't know how many I've pulled. We'll know when we run out. I read Predator then for some reason. That would have been a much nicer pull. Got maybe like 6 or 7 weeks left of Predator if you haven't already bought him. For those that want to. For those who spend money, I think it's worth the deal. Obviously, if you're free to play, then don't. But if you are going to spend money, I find those guaranteed champs, you'll spend $30 on one sacred. Whereas, you know, for a little bit more, you actually get a guaranteed champion that you know what they're going to do. Can we get one more legendary? Corpulent Cadaver was part of the old teams before the nerf with Brogni. Used to be quite a big clan boss team. It's weird that they nerfed it and then brought out Wixwell just to do exactly the same. Alright, we're still in this. Can't be too many left to go. One more gold. Just give me one of the two. Bone Knight, Honor Guard, Pitiless one, and that's it. That's us done. Oh, that is rough. That's a rough way to start the year for it, but at least we will get the soul for Hilvi. Which way are we going to go? So you can go across here. So as long as you can go across here, they're fine. Do like the Immortal Soul, especially with possibly some events coming up. The Basalt, not useful, but I think we go this way. Much of a muchness. Alright, so we'll take... you know what, we'll just take the 50k silver, because I really don't care that much for the Basalt. Grab the energy, because I need to do some masteries for a whole bunch of champions, Hilvi included. Don't really need the epic book for it. We'll grab the soul stone, and then we have to go right. Oh, 84 points over. Perfect. Did do the maths. And there we go. Soul for Hilvi. It's another 60,000 essentially, plus 67,000 if you want to get the Yukimaza. As you saw, that's over probably 250, 300 ancients, or another 17, 16 sacreds. But that's not too bad. Look, Yannica is not a great champion to be pulling compared to what else is in the pool. But at least I can put her in my high elf faction guardians, which do struggle a lot. There she is, sitting at 50, not getting used. Has some interesting mechanics against shields. Can I look in here? No. That would be asking too much. Where are we? Champions, Yannick. So what does she do? Mine's not built. Don't follow that. Has the leech. If she's under Veil, she can attack all enemies. Places perfect Veil if it's critical. And then the A3 is what she's known for. Will ignore shield buffs. That can be useful in areas depending on who you're fighting, but for early game accounts, if you're trying to use it on like the magic keep against that shield, she's the wrong affinity, so that doesn't make her useful. Very niche. There are uses for her, and there was for a while that method where she could explode the Hydra shields with the Wixwell composition, but honestly, she's not someone that you're building unless you are desperate, honestly. But still, we got our Helvi Soul, we're happy. We also got a new dwarf, so that fills out the collection just a little bit more, and we'll go from there. Hopefully with some of these more events coming out, we'll pull someone big. Hope you enjoyed watching. Thanks for your time.